Great, 15% off from the best witches in town. So somebody cursed you 15 minutes ago, book 2 protection spells, 15% off. Personal love spells, potions, everything.
Are you built on the blockchain?
It turns out that recipes are actually not subject to copyright law. So they're all on my website.
So is this subject to copyright, how to make uranium bombs? One of the most respected philosophers on X recently said this: after the singularity, there will only be a few jobs left. Podcaster, degenerate gambler, vibe coding influencer, peptide dealer, and Etsy witch. But here's the thing with the last one. Etsy banned witches years ago. So Matt Palmer prominently tagged me to investigate. It turns out the sale of metaphysical services is no longer allowed on Etsy. So I went on Reddit to find user demand for sorcery. This user, DirectGoose364, tested over 15 different categories and not a single one worked. This is very promising from a unit's economics perspective. There are hundreds, potentially thousands, potentially millions of supernaturals who had to escape Etsy on their broomsticks. They have no marketplace, no infrastructure. Astrology, manifestation and other superpowers make up for a multi-billion-dollar market. I have always believed in democratizing witchcraft. But if Etsy declines them, where are remote workers supposed to get their prosperity spells to escape the permanent recession? So I started vibe coding. But I had to figure out the ins and outs of it. I sat down with the British royalty who has already made it with vibe coding, Tom Blomfield. What is OBE?
It stands for Officer of the Order of the British Empire.
You are Officer of the British Empire.
Yeah.
That's such an outdated concept, huh? We all know it's the American Empire now.
I don't know about that, but I'm a proud Brit, so...
Should I say sir to be politically correct?
That's 2 ranks up. That would be Knight Commander of the British Empire.
So you founded 2 unicorn companies that don't make you sir?
Maybe when it IPOs I'll get sir. Still holding on hope.
Vibe coding, great tool for early stage founders.
I think so, yeah. I built a side project called Recipe Ninja. So this is like a voice AI that talks to you to help you cook. It turns out that recipes are actually not subject to copyright law. So they're all on my website.
Because I checked it out, they had like the Gordon Ramsay ones and it also had recipes how to make a uranium bomb, cyanide ice cream and actual cocaine.
It's a diverse set of recipes on Recipe Ninja.
So is this subject to copyright, how to make uranium bombs? Then we continue talking about the difficulties of high barrier to enter industries, which Tom knew a lot about as a former new bank founder. Because the sale of metaphysical services is heavily regulated in most countries. So in a way, going for like an old, heavily regulated, high barrier to entry industry means if you're able to get over that barrier, suddenly you're like the fox in the hen coop. Where are you from, Germany? Yeah.
You have foxes there?
No.
Wolves that eat chickens?
No.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't work then.
What about like cats?
You're like a cat amongst the pigeons. I think the cat kills the pigeons.
Cats kill pigeons?
I think so, yeah.
What does this have to do with regulation?
Do you want to be the cat or the pigeon?
Well, I want to be like
The
startup
killer.
founder.
You want to be the cat.
Okay.
Go be the cat. Get regulated, be a cat. Get regulated, be a cat.
I didn't really get what Tom was saying, but anyway, all I knew, I needed a grassroots approach to break into this exciting and very profitable industry. But I wasn't really going to ask real witches to join me on my mission. That would be crazy.
So I'm Nikki Jobin, and this is my shop called Napo Metaphysical.
And how did you learn about all of this?
Self-taught.
Okay.
And like I have a self-love or like a love spell kit. There's like banishing and protection.
I think that Hufflepuff for me was a bit easier. So this is the solar plexus oil, but that has citrus with cedar and sandalwood.
It smells like the Four Seasons lobby.
Oh really?
Yeah. Have you been?
No.
I've kind of been selling those over the last couple of years.
There's a lot of energy and time that went into this bottle. Is there a way to make it faster? Is there any items which have higher margins than the others?
You mean like margins to make, or
Yeah.
or margins of success?
Margins of. But do we need to give them the real rose oil? Is there no way to just use something you know, cheaper that smells like rose oil, like something.
Someone else could, but that's not something I would.
Where do you get the powder?
I actually purchased this from a voodoo priestess in New Orleans.
Okay. Because maybe there's a way to just make them cheaper, buy it from AliExpress. What else is there? There's purification. There might be prosperity.
Yeah,
what
there
are sort
might
of
be
the
oils
cheaper
for
ones?
prosperity.
I think you can charge more than $5 for protection.
Yeah, but I don't know. Your energy is it's a little bit hard to read.
Have you performed spells for people remotely rather than...
I have not. I prefer a more hands-on, person-to-person approach.
What if there was a platform where people could reach out and find the preferred practitioner? You could just perform the spell for somebody. That would take sort of the entire lengthy process out of it.
Yeah.
You could send them an image of you actually releasing that oil and them sort of seeing you perform the ritual.
Definitely.
Yeah. Is there a thought that this might be on the roadmap for you? I knew I could convince these legacy witches to supply the craft online. I only had to figure out the right product now. Is there gambling spells? All of you know this problem. You want to hire your favorite witch to make protection spell on you, but your favorite witch got banned again because on Etsy, metaphysical services are actually not allowed to be solved. We identified this market gap and are providing a place where you can freely sell spells, rituals, and curses. Cursor.app. I need somebody's name. What's your name? Alex. So Alex would go ahead and say, okay, I need a protection spell because I'm having an NFL game tomorrow. And he looks through all the witches. And by the way, these are all government ID verified SOC 2 compliant witches. But let's take somebody, 15 years. Okay, we trust this one. You say, I have NFL game tomorrow. Save me, please. We will actually show you gamification ads. So somebody cursed you 15 minutes ago. Book 2 protection spells, 15% off. After my 36-minute pitch, I already had interest from 2 established investors to lead the next seed round. But before I could scale supply, I remembered what Tom said.
If your friends and family aren't telling you you're being too pushy, too persistent, then you're probably not asking for enough introductions.
I needed to generate demand for curses. So I went to a place where a lot of people gather who are very emotional and upset, which is good for conversion. A protest. Because in the USA, there's like always protests. Great, 15% off from the best witches in town. We all combine our powers and then we make a big spell to make change. Because if nothing works, if protests don't work, at least we use witchcraft. I love that. I love that.
At this critical moment in the history of our nation and humankind.
Protect me from government and your booking is confirmed. And this is the picture of the spell, the ritual she just did. It didn't work. It's hard to sell to San Francisco people on the streets who are already being sold so many things. So I came up with a much more proven way to sell this cutting-edge technology. Getting gullible tech nerds excited about it with free candy. So I took my ginger candy and went to Supabase Conf.
I'm from Bosnia, take me to America.
Some candy?
Yeah, why not?
I bet so much. It's better than the stuff. I A/B tested, this is better.
Are you built on the blockchain?
Yes. Just type it in, lazy man. Cursor.app.com. You don't believe in witchcraft?
Not at all.
Do you know people who believe in witchcraft? All the ginger candy paid off. 10 signups in just 2 hours landed in my Supabase dashboard. That is 120 per day. That's like 3,600 per month. That's like 200,000 per year. With a potential price point of $2 subscription per month. That's like 100K MRR. Now there was only one thing left. Scale. And to scale, I would need more witches, more trust, and of course, more money. I mean more protection spells.
I find that white men are the easiest to curse. They have...
I can guarantee there's a market for this and the TAM is not small. I believe it's totally legal. It's no different than subscribing to somebody's OnlyFans or any other service and purchasing over the internet.